So, Doctor Strange will be a part of Spider-Man 3, which, I don't know. It'll be, for a while I thought it was going to be called Spider-Man Homeless because of being held between Disney and Sony and all that. But anyway, so this adds more to that. Yeah, they're building their multiverse, which is not exactly a secret anymore. I mean, the actual title to Doctor Strange movie is, the Multiverse Madness, or Madness of the Multiverse, whatever. And of course, MCU is connected, so one bleeds over into the other one. So Doctor Strange, well, actually, I think the WandaVision series will set up what happens in Doctor Strange, and apparently also the Loki series, which stands to reason because of how Loki was portrayed in Endgame, and that he went off into that alternate timeline, and that sort of thing. So what kind of mischief will that happen? Because he's the god of mischief. So you got all that going, and but finally, with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man together with both Steve Ditko characters, it's rather appropriate. So it's actually kind of nice that they would get an adventure together, but we'll see how that works out. Whether this was the plan all along, I don't know. The earlier rumors was that how the movie left it with Spider-Man's secret identity revealed, he'd be on the run, and the idea was Kraven the Hunter would be chasing him. That might still be more the plot per se, but it will go into Flashpoint territory, which is kind of the whole idea. This is a thing that goes back to Civil War, was them responding to Batman versus Superman, which was announced ahead of time, and they were starting that already, and so they went for Civil War. Now, Civil War was a crossover event series that Marvel had done in the comics. So I go back and forth on that about how much of that was in response to it. But this certainly sounds like it, where both entities are pursuing multiverse stories. And it's, that appeals to the movie going audience overall, that Marvel is still king. And so will they be seeing DC as ripping off Marvel when it's quite the opposite, especially since DC Comics has long since established multiverse stories for a very long time. So there, this all fits in. It's good for that matter, but it seems that now maybe they'll finally shake off Iron Man, but now instead of Iron Man, it'll be Doctor Strange, and he'll be the father figure for Spider-Man. So 3 Spider-Man movies in, and it won't really be a Spider-Man movie. So, but I think this gets closer and closer to confirming the other rumors was that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield would appear to establish the multiverse. And then, of course, it's already been mentioned that Jamie Foxx will be back as Electro. Whether he'll be the same Electro or not, I think speaks to it as to what the multiverse will be. As for whether or not Tom Cruise would show up as Iron Man and that sort of thing, it could be, but it might just be a little cameo or whatnot, who knows. So there it is. Multiverse, so much multiverse. How many universes can you have? So that's what they're will be headed for. Apparently the shooting will begin in October. I don't know, maybe. Apparently Doctor Strange is supposed to start shooting in London. Yeah, I don't know. Lockdown continues, and it's already pushed all the movies for this year into next year and beyond. I mean, Black Adam is now no longer scheduled. I mean, it's indefinite to when they'll schedule it again. So, so whether or not this actually happens, where they actually start filming, I don't know. The Batman's in trouble, but that's another story. So, it's a good thing that Doctor Strange and Spider-Man have a movie together, but maybe not. I think the Doctor Strange movie is probably easily going to be the better one of the two. I have not enjoyed the Spider-Man movies, which I'm not too happy about. Spider-Man was one of my favorite characters until the comics went bad, and they did, and then had hopes for things getting better with Marvel taking Spider-Man in, but I don't know what's going on. But this just isn't Spider-Man, so There's some theories that it's the legalities between the two companies, and so you can't use certain characters and iterations and whatnot. Maybe so, but that's just too bad. So well, maybe it'll be sort of good, but so far, yeah, not happy with it. But we'll see what happens, won't we? Yeah, we will.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. You know, hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.